Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. I want to talk about this big fight night we got going on with Canelo versus Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest fights that could have been made in the sport of boxing. Another unification, and it all goes down tonight. You know, I don't know if you guys seen the weigh-in yesterday, but you know what I'm saying, it got pretty heated at the end. You know what I'm saying? That's good, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of fans to come in and check it out because they've been pretty cordial throughout the promotion. So I'm pretty sure that they tired of seeing each other and whatnot. So you know what I'm saying, glad to see a little bit of animosity, man. You know, I know they ain't friends, but it's good for the fight. So, it's been like the consensus is, Canelo gonna get the decision and Jacobs gotta knock him out. And I tend to go against the grain with a lot of what everybody say because it's in boxing, man, it's so unpredictable. Anything can happen. So, hey, what's good, UGC? What's going on with you? But yeah, that is a consensus though that Canelo, he's gonna win on the scorecards no matter what Jacobs do. But I don't know. I tend not to want to think like that because I think they're gonna have to get it right sometime. So he is the favorite though. Canelo is the favorite. He got all the attributes. He's younger. Some say he's stronger. You know what I'm saying? He been at this level longer, and he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? Uh, his last couple of fights, the last fight with Rocky Fielding, that was just basically sparring match. You know what I'm saying? I really want nothing to take home about, but the Triple G fight in September, I was very impressed about that. Even coming off the failed test because you know I was thinking like yeah, he got caught cheating, so maybe he going to be running and whatever, but he didn't. He walked Triple G down that whole fight. So I mean, if he was on some, what I'm saying, that kind of like, I mean, I'm not like defending him being caught with PEDs, but in his next fight, he walked down the boogeyman and pushed him back the whole fight. So Canelo showed he a little bit more versatile than Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? He can come forward or he can sit in the pocket and counter all night long. Um, Danny Jacobs, man, he's a athletic, what I'm saying, athletic boxer that he can bang, he throw a lot of combinations when he's focused. The biggest thing about him is to me he loses focus in between rounds and in the fight. He got good lateral movement. He can box. You know what I'm saying? He can rumble. He can do all the things. He's a good fighter, and he can punch. He got, what, 29 knockouts and 35 wins, 34 wins. So he can punch, and he's a big middleweight. But I kind of lean towards Canelo because Canelo, he don't lose focus in fights, and he gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to counter Danny. Danny's not really defensive responsible. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's a good offensive fighter, but he has lacks in concentration in fights. Man, a lot y'all gotta watch that thing when he fought Triple G. I thought the knockdown is what lost him the fight. I thought he was boxing pretty well. You know, what I'm saying, he was switching up his looks. He was switching from southpaw to orthodox. So he was doing a lot of stuff in that fight that was offsetting Triple G. He just got careless and he was trying to switch from righty to southpaw in front of Triple G and got caught with a hook, got dropped, and that was the difference of the fight, the knockdown. So yeah, man. I favor Canelo, man. I think Canelo can win a decision against Danny. I mean, if Danny not careful, he will get stopped. Canelo gonna be there all night. Danny, he can take advantage of some of Canelo's weak points, which I think is his foot movement. Sometimes Canelo, he like to stay stationary and to get his counters off. He normally uses upper body movement, and he don't really use his foot movement. So Danny can box a little bit. He has decent movement, and he's a longer fighter. So if he can keep Canelo honest with the jab, and make Canelo think twice on coming in because Danny is the bigger puncher in this fight, in my opinion. He's the bigger puncher. Um, I think it just comes down to smarts. I think Canelo ring IQ is better. You know what I'm saying? His experience, but we'll see. I think Danny gotta make Canelo pick up his feet. You know what I'm saying? Get out of place and kind of, he gonna have to do a lot of slick stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? He have to do a lot of stuff to offset what Canelo doing, and Canelo don't have to do that much stuff to offset what Danny do, and that's why I favor Canelo. Only thing Canelo has to do is really stay in the pocket. Don't get hit with no big shots. Canelo got some good head movement and defense, and if he can counter what Danny doing, I mean, that's like a that's like a good recipe for him. Yeah, thank you, bro. Smash the like button. Thanks, man. Neutral Natural, what's good? This off topic, but Dennis Lebedev is a WBA super champion at cruiserweight now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got elevated. He was a champion in recess or something like that. Then Usyk, he was Usyk's mandatory. Then Usyk, he moved up to heavyweight. What's up, Bias? Salute, bro. Canelo by Nero UD. Okay, yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Smash the like button. Yeah, yeah, Canelo by decision, narrow decision. I can see that. I think Danny he gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive and get those rounds. I think it's gonna be some lot of swing rounds, and it's gonna depend on if Danny gonna be able to take those rounds because some of the rounds with Canelo you can win those rounds when he's like finding his way into the fight when he's kind of being reserved and just counter punching and pot shotting. You can steal the rounds if you active enough. But see, he just can't let the moment get to him because Canelo can might not be throwing any punches. Then he can throw two or three punches and the crowd go crazy, and he can miss those punches, and that shit sways the judges, man. And it gets in the fighter's head because he like, damn, this dude ain't did nothing. They cheering for him, so it can work one or two ways. Then it can take that as a, what, I gotta focus. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. The crowd, I gotta focus, and whatever they do, I just gotta counter that and stick to my game plan. Cause when he fought Triple G, man, he was in New York, his home city, and he was getting booed. Triple G had that crowd, so I mean, maybe he used to that. Maybe that's a learning experience for him, and he fought Triple G pretty well. I mean, some say he won that fight. I thought he lost it by one round. And actually, hold on, I have it. I think I had it even, the knockdown. Yep, I had the rounds even and the knockdown won the fight. And that's why I say his lack of discipline sometimes. He'll get that machismo and wanna battle it out and he'll do something like switch in the middle of a combination. Why are you switching stances in the middle of a combination with an aggressive fighter coming at you? So Canelo was still the final 45 seconds of each round. Yeah, that's how he normally win fights. Danny by split decision. I hear you, Jalik. What's going on, bro? I mean, I would love to see Danny win, man. I would love to see Danny win. And I listen to a lot of people. I listen to some channels talking about this, breaking this down. They said Danny need a new coach and this and that. I don't think he do. I just think Danny need to listen. I like his coach. Andre Rozier is a good coach because whenever you got a guy in the corner, they're giving you good advice, and if that's on the fighter if he's not gonna follow it. He tell the guy what he should do. You know what I'm saying? In the Selecki fight, Danny he was losing focus and he was getting all boxed, man. He was getting all boxed in some of the rounds, but he scored a knockdown in the 12th round and was able to secure the victory. So I believe he had that one eight rounds to four, but he was doing stuff to make the fight harder. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how the weigh-ins went this morning. They probably come out pretty soon. I know they did it at 8 o'clock and 8 o'clock West Coast, and it's 9:47 out here. So they should be good, man. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing. Should be coming out pretty soon. Um, I don't see that. It's like Canelo, man. He always gotta throw something in there. The catch weight 155 or You know what I'm saying? Rehydration clause when Canelo, he be like the bigger fighter. He looked bigger than me last yesterday at the weigh-in. He always like he's a thick guy. And now I don't know, he put that in the clause. Danny can't weigh more than 170 in the unification fight with the IBF, but that's out the window. Everybody else, that's why it's gonna be hard to beat Hurd. Even though Hurd won his IBF strap uh, before he got the WBA, but now that he got he got both titles, he could come in at 190 if he wanted to. He probably I know Hurd probably coming in like at least 175, at least. You know what I'm saying? And that's an advantage for him because that wears the other fighter down. So you know. It is what it is. It should be a fun fight, man. It should be like very intense and at the start, a lot of drama. You know how the big fight starts off. It'd be a lot of drama in the beginning. Jacobs had to be the first, has have to be first and be more active. Yes, I agree with that. I think he gonna have to stand his ground. He gonna have to win the exchanges too. Danny. Danny got some good combinations and he can punch, man. See, that's lost in translation. Will that big puncher kind of slow Canelo down, make him think twice. Because when he fought Triple G, the first fight, Canelo was kind of weary of the punches. But when he fought him again, he was like, I can take it, so I'm gonna walk through him, and that's what he did. But see, Danny's power is kind of different, in my opinion. Triple G's power is more like thudding, like heavy handed. Got a good strong jab. You know what I'm saying? Good right hand hooks and stuff like that. It's studying, but it's not as fast as Danny. Danny got big power. Like he can hit you one shot and it's over. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. I mean, I just love this fight because it's like the top guys in the division fighting, just like we had last week. Whenever you got the top guy, not last week, but was it last? Yeah, it was last week, the 26th. Whenever you got the top guys in the division fighting, and you'll find you're gonna get a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. It's rarely where you'll see two top guys in the division fighting each other and it's just a blowout. You know what I'm saying? That's rare. Most of the times, if it's 50-50 or um, 60-40, it usually be a good fight until somebody take over. Marlo, what's good, man? Salute, bro. Yeah, man. But talk about the undercard a little bit, man. You got Virgil Ortiz versus Mauricio Herrera. That fight is at welterweight, 147. Virgil Ortiz, he's highly ranked in WBO at 140. I think this is like a one-off, one and done type fight. He's just, trying to, test himself at 147 for a minute. But he's fighting a tough vet, a guy that's been around, that know how to stink out fights and slow it down, and have fights at his pace. I mean, some say he beat Danny. Excuse me, he fought the good Jose Benavidez before he got shot. You know what I'm saying? One when Benavidez had a lot of buzz coming off the Pacquiao camps and stuff like that. So he fought him, and that was a good fight. I mean, I thought he won that fight, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. I think he beat Ruslan Provodnikov. So you know what I'm saying? Dude been there tough, and he never been stopped. So this would be a good feather in Virgil Ortiz cap if he can stop him, and it's at 147. So you know what I'm saying? They got it's like one of those fights that these young fighters got to have. You got to fight an old vet that can take you some rounds and can possibly spoil your you know what I'm saying, can spoil the fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fight, man. I like it. Let me see. We got Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz. He got beef with this guy. He fighting Freddie Fonseca. It's not the same guy that fought Tank and Tevin. I know y'all might hear the last name Fonseca, but it's not the same guy. It's another guy, Freddie. This thing look like it'd be a fun fight, man, because them guys been going at it. You know what I'm saying, pushing each other. Champ Ross was good, man. Social sciences was good. What's going on with you, man? What's going on with y'all? But you know what I'm saying, them guys been pushing and tugging at each other. You know what I'm saying. JoJo's talking about he gonna make it easy. So see JoJo, he's a good fighter, man. I thought he put up some good performance. I thought he did well against Gary Russell Jr. last year. Then he beat Jose, what's his name? Jesus Rojas. He was a WBA regular champion at 126, but he came in overweight. But he, you know what I'm saying, he beat him, and I thought he did well against Gary Russell. But you know what I'm saying, he trying to get a big fight. So this is like really the first time that a lot of pressure on him because you got to go out there and perform. Then maybe it's nothing. Maybe the guy he can just go in there and make it easy work. But he got to impress. He got to put on because he's trying to get Tevin. They had a little run in, you know what I'm saying, which is cool, good hype for the fight. But you know, Tevin don't have to fight him. I know people might be like, yeah, he should fight him. That's a good fight, but he don't have to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so JoJo has to do something to warrant that. I thought in his last fight, his first fight at 130, that was his last fight. I think that was February. I mean, he looked decent. You know what I'm saying? Nothing spectacular. He didn't look like super strong at 130. He didn't look super fat. He just looked, it was a workmanlike performance. You know what I'm saying? So I think now he gonna have to step it up, especially if you're calling out these guys. Now, is he looking past dude? See, sometimes fighters can look past a fighter that's in front of them because they worry about, the champions that they haven't even got to that fight yet. You know what I'm saying? So some fighters can block that out and is on to the next. Some fighters they thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Tevin ran up on them. You know what I'm saying? This is fight week. This is time. And Tevin went up there and kind of took that from him. So you know what I'm saying? Is that in the back of his mind? I don't know. We'll see. But I think JoJo got put on though. Let me see. What happened here? That guy Stephen Butler need to move up to one. I mean to move down to 154. Yeah, I don't know, man. I seen that fight. That was on the Facebook Live joint. He got dropped. He got dropped with a body shot by that Ukrainian guy. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe. What's up, Ali? What's good, bro? Diaz would do the same thing if he held. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Diaz, man. I like JoJo Diaz as a fighter, man. But I wonder if he selling a little bit too many wolf tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like your time gonna come, but then you had your two opportunities and you blew it. So you know what I'm saying? You had two opportunities. I mean, I give him props to on the Gary Russell fight. He came to fight, and down the stretch, the Gary Russell was winded. Down the stretch, he was coming on strong. He had a good body attack, but it wasn't enough. Okay, you fight an elite fighter. Okay, I take that. Then in your very next fight, coming off a loss, you get a title fight. Now I know it's a regular interim, whatever it was, but it put you in position. I got you. And he missed weight. So come on, man. Now we supposed to, what I'm saying, put all our eggs in the basket with JoJo Diaz. Come on. So he's a good fighter, not knocking him, but I want to see how he performed tonight when he been calling out Tank, he been calling out Tevin, probably other people that I probably ain't name. And he beat the guy, the WBA champion. I think Ali said that in the chat. Yeah, I think I glanced through that. Yeah, Canseo. Yeah, so he probably get a rematch, and he already beat him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. I got the zone for Yusuf Haney. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Yeah, the zone. Yeah, man. The zone been putting on some good cards, man, this year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people been hating at the beginning. I was always the mindset. Um, if you're gonna show boxing and it was gonna be for, I thought it was decent, 9.99 from the rip. I think they gonna raise their prices or whatever, but I already had it from jump, so I'm cool. But as a hardcore fan though, you need that because they making some good fights, and like for me, I think it's good for a hardcore fan because they have a lot of boxing. You know what I'm saying? They show a lot. Like every week is boxing, and but for the casuals, maybe not so much because they probably not gonna watch the fight. They're not gonna watch fights like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna watch these prospects that be fighting and be like three people in the crowd. They ain't watching that shit. It's the hardcore fans. Like we know about these fighters. from the amateurs, and when they turn pro, we're like, okay, I want to check them out, and it's on the zone, whatever, and we're gonna watch it. But the casual's not watching it, so they might get it and you know what I'm saying, unsubscribe, whatever, and get their little free trial, and they gone. But the hardcore fans gonna keep it. So I think it's good for us. You know what I'm saying? Casuals, man, they be messing stuff up sometimes. Um, yeah, Cancelo want the rematch. Yeah, he got Machado up next. Yeah, I mean, shoot, get it back, man. If you feel like you can beat him, the zone has better cards than PPC in 2019 so far, in my opinion. Um, we gotta look at that. Maybe, yeah. I mean, what they had Tevin March the 15th. That was a good card. I like that card. Last week was a real good card. Mo Hooker and who was it? Bavo, decent card. Who else they have? Solo versus Rios. Vargas was on last week. Andrade versus Akavov in January. I mean, how many people watched that fight? You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, it's. I think when people say that, who said that? Chan Ross. When people say it's better, I think you gotta analyze it though. You know what I'm saying? Because I know this. Speaking of myself, when Andrade fought, I think that was the same night as somebody else fought that night. I can't remember. But it was a lot of fights. I know BY Jennings fought that night. Oh, that was the night before Pacquiao and AB. I think that was like the 18th, January 18th. Ain't nobody won't nobody checking for that. And the undercards really won't that whatever. Amanda Serrano stopped the girl in 35 seconds. Um, I think Jerry was on that card. Cano stopped old boy in one round. Linares. I mean, I don't know. It all depends, man. I think with boxing fans, this is what have you done for me lately. So off of strength of if you comparing last week the zone cards to what PBC did last week with that Easter and Rances, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, because that's the last thing we seen. But let's analyze it though. You know what I'm saying? I thought Plant and Uzcategui was good, man. That was like the first big card of the year. That was nice. I was hyped for that one. You know what I'm saying? But it all depends. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. I feel where you at though, Chan Ross. I watched all Andrade's fight. He's one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, he's good, man. Let's go, Dan Jacobs. Okay, I see you. Duval, what's up? Keith Thurman. Yeah, Keith Thurman. Yeah, that card was pretty decent. Kanaki, he put in work against old boy. PBC #1 is on #2, ESPN #3. Yeah. I'm with that too. I think I got that mindset too, Marlo. Who do you vote for? Man, I think Canelo gonna win, but man, I would love to see Danny win though. Lawrence, I'm including this week. Okay, I got you, Chan Ross. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Yeah, best PBC best fight was Caleb vs Uzi. That fight was dope, bro. Plant put on, and a lot of people was down Plant, and he went out there and just put on a master class, bro. Plant versus Scott did okay, yeah, 900K. Okay, that's not bad. Two guys kind of unknown. That's not too bad. FS1 too. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, now I know what you're saying, Chan Ross. I'm gonna go back to some of that Spence Mikey card. That shit was trash. That shit was trash. But just a lot of people was interested in that fight though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like give and take. But that card was trash. I ain't gonna lie. You might be on something. Um, that's why I fuck with you. Okay, appreciate that, bro. Social scientist, you a true hardcore fan. You talk all fights, including women. You keep me up to date with everything. Much, hey man, thank you, bro. Thanks, man. I try to do what I do. Yeah, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Daniel is fast, bro. Yeah, he is fast. Yes, sir. My low facts. FS1 ratings haven't even came close since. Damn, for real. Oh man, and that was the first fight of the year, and that was on a Sunday, I believe. One of those, yeah, that was on a Sunday. And I was proud of Plant, man. I thought Plant, you know what I'm saying? That can make him a star right there. That type of performance and the way he is. I don't know if he's gonna get any, because he's like a brother, but I don't know if he's gonna get any backlash for that because he's not like he a white boy, but he ain't the a white boy. Y'all know what I'm saying. But Plant can fight, bro. And any fight he's in down the road, he can market. You know what I'm saying? He's marketable, and he got some big fights in his division too. So that's good stuff, man. Oh, let me see. Okay, looking for Miss Caskill. Yes, sir. She about to unify. Yes, sir. What is it? May 25th. That's a nice card. Oh, by the way, though, yo, let me tell y'all about that card. Devin Haney's supposed to be on that card May 25th against a guy Antonio Moran. Moran, he fought Pedraza last year on the Bud Horn undercard. It was like a real bloody fight. Both guys was cut and whatever. So I don't know if you guys remember that. But if Devin Haney get the Campbell fight in July, he's not gonna be on that card. So I guess they waiting to see what the WBC gonna talk about. But if he get that fight with Campbell, he's not fighting, and they'll probably do a double hitter with Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell versus Devin Haney, and then Tevin Farmer. He gonna fight his mandatory on that card. So y'all heard it right here first. That's just if they can't get the WBC to approve that because Devin Haney is number 3. It's a guy named what's his name? Abdelov, something like that. He's Russian. He's like 13-0. He's a prospect basically. He ain't better than Devin Haney. He's prospect status. He's number 2, but he's about to reserve Ramadan, whatever, and that starts tomorrow, I believe, or Monday, one of the two. And so he ain't gonna be able to train for a July fight if you out for a whole month, May and May to June. So Eddie trying to work his magic. If Devin Haney can get that fight in June with Campbell, it's no use to even fighting me. Just wait, you know what I'm saying? Save that training camp for July. I mean, yeah, for July. So y'all feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Best names on Spence Undercard. Yeah, Louis Neri, he's nice. He a problem at 118. Best fight, Spence Garcia was Martin Corbin. Corbin was on his Galata shit that night though. Most memorable part of AB versus what is Space? Badu, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Badu Jack head getting cracked open. Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. Caleb in his corner was like, man, just go out there and knock him. Like, what? Y'all should stop that fight. Caleb Plant ain't the all American white. No, he ain't. Nah, he a bro. He a brother. McCaskill met my family, but damn, why she is with homeboy looking like yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that. Neutral natural, bro. Yeah. What you think of Raquel Miller fighting Aaron Tuthill on the 18th for a shot at Carissa Shields? Have you heard about that fight? Tuthill should be easy win for Miller, in my opinion. I always want to see Carissa Shields versus Raquel Miller. You know what I'm saying? They got a good backstory, good history, storyline. Carissa stopped her from going to the Olympics twice. I mean, it's a good fight. Far as Tuthill gave I thought she beat Conejo last year or beginning of this year. I think it was January. She beat her, and she was coming off a 13-year layoff. And her last fight was against Layla Ali. And then put that in perspective. You know what I'm saying? I think she's 41 or 42, and she gave Conejo hell. I thought she won 7 rounds to 3, in my opinion. That fight is on I seen it was on one of the Facebook pages, the 360 promotion. So she's tough. She's gonna be there to fight. I don't know if it's gonna be easy, but it's a tough fight. I favor Raquel Miller to win. She'll be able to out boxer. Raquel Miller can punch too, so um I favor her to win. I think she should win, and I want to see her and Carissa. I do. I think that's a good fight. And if Carissa can't get Cecilia Brækhus next, I say this is my opinion because what I'm saying I'm team Carissa Shields, but I want her to fight the biggest fights. Yes, but if she's not gonna get the biggest fights, just stay active and fight. the most notable and top ladies in the 160. That's Raquel Miller. Cornejo got a name. She big out here in LA, bro. I'm out here in Cali. I'm not in LA, but I'm in Cali, and everybody know her. They know her out here. She kind of a mini star out here. Uh, Kaylee Reese that fought Celia Burkus last year. I mean, fight girls like that just to stay keep busy and take their fan base. That's just my opinion. If she's not gonna fight the big fights, but Raquel Miller should win that fight, man. She should win that fight. Devin Haney should fight a bomb in May and fight in July. Yeah, well, he's scheduled to fight. I don't know why I call him a bomb. Antonio Moran. I think he's 25-3, tall. You know what I'm saying? Can punch a little bit. He gave Pedraza a good fight on Bud undercard. So I mean, if you keep that date, that's cool. It keep him sharp. But you know, what I'm saying you don't want to risk getting any cuts or anything like that. So I would just wait till July if you get the fight. At what time is Canelo fight? East Coast time. The vow is 9 o'clock. West Coast 6 o'clock. That's when the main card start. But if you check their YouTube and Twitter pages on the zone, they're gonna have like the undercard fights like at 3. So 3 o'clock West Coast, 6 o'clock East Coast. So check their YouTube page. They got some prospects on the undercard. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, they got hella beef. Yeah, man, they got hella beef. I'm in the West Coast, bro. Hopefully Raquel gets her shot soon. And yeah, man, she cool, man. They got a little beef. Cornejo has fought some good competition out there. She steps up and yeah, yeah. Kelly Reese beat her. She lost. I think I want to say Cornejo lost her pro debut. I think. I know Franchon Cruz put that work on her. Put that work on her. But Raquel Miller can fight, man. I think. See, I don't know what these ladies got going on, but no disrespect. I think she's like 33 or 34. Uh, Alicia Napoleon Espinoza, she's like 33. Conejo is like 32, 31, 32. But they long in the tooth. I mean, if you think about it, not like they old. I'm not calling them old, but compared to Carissa, she's 24. So time is now. You gonna try to fight Carissa when you're 35 and you've been inactive? You know what I'm saying? You might as well get that work now, especially when she's hot. Like women's boxing ain't never been this hot, man. It's never been this hot. So and she's undisputed. You never know. Just get in the fight. You never know what's gonna happen. Even though I think Carissa gonna beat the brace off of them. That's just my opinion. Um, Let me see. Yeah, tonight Saddam Ali, he's on that card tonight. He's fighting a guy named Anthony Young, 20-2. Don't have a lot of power, so I mean maybe this is like a safe fight for him. Ali been looking kind of shaky lately. Lamont Rose Jr., nice little prospect from DC. He's fighting Jonathan Aquino from Puerto Rico tonight. I think that's a WBO title eliminator for the winner between Ito and Jamel Herring. So, what I'm saying? Good little fight that should be a good little fight. That's decent. WBA regular, interim championship at 168, John Ryder versus Bilal Cotway. That's a good fight. That's gonna be on the undercard show. So that's gonna be on the undercard show. So like before the main card start, the first fight of the main card is Lamont Roach. So what I'm saying. So we'll see. I can't forget about ESPN. ESPN got a card tonight. Arthur Beterbiev, the IBF light heavyweight champion. He's facing Hot Rod Kalajic. This is man. What's up, DBA03? What's good? Now that fight, man, that's upset alert right there, bro. That's because Kalajic can fight, man, and he's tricky. Like I said, he gave Marcus Brown his toughest fight. Some say he won, whatever. But I think it's a tricky fight, especially Beterbiev, man. You know, it's the reason why he didn't come right back, and he supposed to fight in January. Then he supposed to fight. in March against he supposed to unify, but he pushed it all the way to May. It's a reason for that. He took a lot of punishment in those 4 rounds with Callum Johnson, bro. So he's the most vulnerable champion in 175. And maybe this is time to get licked. We'll see. We'll see though. But he still can punch. I was looking forward to Ryder Lemieux. That was a good fight. Lemieux been having us I don't know if it's bad luck or just I don't know. Ever since the loss to Billy Joe, he been on some other stuff. I think he won one fight since then. Oh no, he beat he beat Spike. That was funny. Oh yeah, Gabe Flores. Yeah, man, he should be the main event. I'm just being real. 10. Yep, he bringing 10K. He's gonna be a star once he get his experience and stuff. He's gonna be a star. You know what I'm saying? They building him right, man. They keeping him active and they touching his fan base. So yeah, man. Yes, sir. Um Jerwin and Cajas, he's defending his IBF on that card. He fighting a tall I think he's from China. I wanna say he's from China. I know he's Asian. No, excuse me if I get that wrong. Or maybe he's from Japan. Yeah, he's from Japan, I'm sorry. The dude tall, man, he can cause some problems in Cajas. And Cajas really haven't been too impressive lately, but we'll see. Brother Biv is going to be laying down looking at the lights tonight. Hey, it can happen, bro. Hot Rod can fight, bro. Hot Rod can fight. He's very tricky. And he got some dog in him. But he gotta be careful because Brother Biv can punch. So, you know what I'm saying? It's boxing is cracking, man. Fights on every week. You know what I'm saying? All this drama within boxing. You know what I'm saying? A good little lineup coming up. April was dope. You know what I'm saying? They may got some good fights coming up. Um, let me see what we got next week. We got Herb versus J Rock. You know what I'm saying? Good little East Coast fight. I'm glad they put that in the East Coast. So that's a good fight right there. J Rock can pose a couple of some problems to Herb, but Herb, we know her story. And to somebody that can punch, they can do that to him. Um, they can hurt him. Then he gonna keep doing the same thing. And Hurd wears you down throughout the fight. So I mean, I was the one. I was thinking. I got schooled by some guys. They told me, you know, what I'm saying that Hurd, his physical. He just so physical. He takes it out of guys. They make them fight his fight. I was thinking, well, you can box him and boom, boom. But after I got checked by my guys, and I rewatched some fights. I said, yeah, they right, because him putting that pressure on you, it makes you not want to box. You know what I'm saying? After reevaluating what they was telling me, because even with when he fought Laura, I'm like, Laura, man, he should have boxed, man. I thought he ain't got no legs, and maybe he is a little bit of both with him because he older. But think about it. If you on your back foot the whole night and you got this big ass dude coming full steam ahead at you, you know what I'm saying? Then he gonna wear you down because you moving. That's one. That's gonna slow you down. And two, he's just so physically strong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I ain't meant to say I was wrong, but Hurd is a monster. Trout proved all boxing, but he ain't going to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. You're right, social science. Yeah, Trout was doing well, but that damn dude Hurd just kept coming, man. Damn, they call him Halloween Hurd. Yeah, Jason Voorhees. Yeah, that dude, bruh. Man, Hurd bigger than a lot of super middleweights, light heavyweights. I'm ready for today's fight. Yes, sir. I am too, man. I am too. I gotta go in. I gotta go. I gotta work, but I'm going in early so I can catch this joint. I probably missed some of the undercard, but I ain't missing the main event. I was looking at Devin Alexander fight. He only has one win since 2014 with some country. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Yeah, because he had He had some drug issues. I'm glad he overcame that though. He had some drug issues, but yeah, damn, that's a cool damn. That's one of them stats right there, boy. One win. Who was that one win against? He knocked out. Oh, he beat the guy named Walter Castillo. Was that the one win? Champ Ross, Walter Castillo. I think that was his comeback fight in 2016, 2017, I believe. But yeah, he been getting. I thought he beat Berto. I thought he beat Berto. I thought he outboxed Ortiz too. Jared Hurd got a good upper body movement. Yeah, he do. Yeah, that's a good point. He's slick. He's slick when he want to be. Are you going to buy the fight? Yeah. If you talking about tonight? Yeah, I already got the zone. I've been having the zone from the rip. Yeah, I'm gonna get that thing divided. Yep. Any big fight, I'm watching it. Trout caught him with the kitchen sink. Yeah, man, you right. He hit him with everything. Hurd is huge, bro. Yeah. He was trying to box against Wellborn. I was like, bro, just get this dude up out of here. I ain't like that. He was getting touched unnecessary. But when he move up in weight, he gonna have some issues because them guys punch harder. They all love, yeah, yep. Yep, Castillo. I thought he beat yep, Castillo, Walter Castillo. I thought he beat Ortiz and Brother. Yep, me too. He got a fight coming up June 1st against Red Cash. He got Roy Jones Jr. as his trainer. How much does it cost? Oh, where you at, bro? If you in the States, you can get the Zone app. Well, they changed their prices. I mean, if you get it for a year, it's like $99 or something like that for the new subscribers. If you just want it for like a month, I think it's 19.99 for a month, and then you can cancel it. So they raised the prices. It used to be 9.99. So I don't know, bro. I don't know where you at, but if you're in the States, you gotta get the Zone app. And then I don't think they do the free trial no more, but you have to look into that. I'm not sure about that, bro. If anybody in the chat can help him out with that, Deval help him out with help her. Is that her? I don't know. Look at the avatar. Excuse me if I mess you up. I can't really see the avatar like that. But help out Deval and let her know what's good. Meanwhile, Andre Berto quietly became ranked number 3 in the IBF. Yeah, bro. Check out those rankings. Yo, the rankings can help you matchmake. Peep game. The WBA rankings just came out, right? And I skimmed through. I'm trying to see something to change. I seen they got Jeff Horn number 2 in the at 160 in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking maybe Canelo take that fight. All right, so that's just me, my mind's whatever. Then at 147, the most interesting thing, they got Danny Garcia number 2, and they got Mikey Garcia number 3. Now look, y'all just what I'm saying, think about it, man. This is how these rankings are so trash. Mikey had one fight. Mikey my guy. He's my guy. I ride Mikey. No matter what he do, I'm riding with him. But just think about it. He he fought Spence at welterweight in March, got beat up, lost every round. Then went around. Then he wasn't ranked in the rankings a month right after the fight. He was unranked. Now all of a sudden he ranked. Danny Garcia got a big win, or he looked real good in his last fight. Now all of a sudden Danny wasn't ranked in the WBA. Now Danny number 2, and then Mikey number 3. Come on, man. Y'all put two and two together. Y'all can do y'all matchmaking. Y'all can be like, all right, what makes the most sense for PBC? Who they gonna put Mikey in with? Because he got that WBA ranking for a reason. They didn't just give it to him and say, "Here you go, Mikey. This is a lifetime achievement award. We're gonna give you the number 3 ranking in the WBA." Come on, bro. He just gave up his WBC title at lightweight, and now he's number 3 in the WBA off of that performance against Spence. Come on, y'all. So put two and two together. He's either gonna fight Danny for like their regulars, you know how they do, the interim gold, super platinum title, or he gonna fight Pacquiao. That Pacquiao fight with Mikey makes the most sense financially. Now, I know I'm talking like a promoter, businessman, whatever, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you understand it, that's how. If you can understand the business of boxing, you can understand why these fights get made. So the fight that make the most sense and probably the most competitive fight for Mikey to win is the Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? You got the Mexican Filipino rivalry. You got whatever. Them guys can do some decent numbers if they fight each other. That's my thinking. That's who Mikey gonna fight next. Pacquiao. I know people say Thurman, but look at Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia had a good performance, and he lost a kind of a close fight to Keith. And he been talking about he gonna get Keith next. So that's my matchmaking. So if I had to decide, I would say Mikey gonna fight Pacquiao next, and Keith gonna rematch Danny. But maybe it can be Danny and Mikey. I don't know, but it's gonna be one of those. So that's why I pay attention to the rankings because when you see somebody that's out the blue just in the rankings and they wasn't in there for like the last year, I'm like, oh, he trying to fight this dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I see. So it be a lot of that stuff happen. Like how this dude number three and Mikey my guy. Wait, number three? Damn. All right, let me see. Let me see. Let me go check out the chat. I seen some people come through. Yeah, that Webon shit was fun. Yeah, he was trying to. Yeah, man, that was stupid. Doesn't the zone have a trial? I don't know. They should have a trial. What's good, blood boxing? What's going on with you, man? Yeah, you in the States. Yeah, you gotta check out that the zone. Yeah, blood, what's going on with you, man? I like that documentary, man. Sweet pea junk. Nice, bro. That's my fellow VA brother right there, man. Took me back to the childhood. um Neutral Natural. I remember when Vlad lost to AJ and he became number two in WBC for a while. Yeah, man. They be doing that. Okay, social scientist hooking you up. Okay. As long as you do the same. You do the same thing I do. Yeah, man. Connect the dots. Yeah. I'm like, man, how the hell? Okay, there's another interesting one that I've seen. So that's how I be guessing who Tank, like let's say Tank got a fight coming up July 27th. So I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the rankings. I'm like, who he gonna fight? Okay, Ricardo Nunez is Tank's mandatory. Nunez was supposed to fight Cherry for the mandatory for Tank, but Terry got sick or something. He had to go to the hospital. Now, if you guys remember Tank's post-fight interview with Jim Gray was like, "Yeah, so are you gonna be watching the fight next week with your mandatory? Your mandatory coming up?" And Tank was like, "Who? Who? Oh yeah, we can do that, bro. That means they already got that line up because casual or just regular. I didn't even know that them guys was fighting for the mandatory, and I'm all into boxing, right? So why Jim Gray is bringing that shit up all willy nilly? Who knows Ricardo Nunez? Anybody in the chat? Let me know if y'all know him. No box record Google off the rip. Who is Ricardo Nunez? You know what I'm saying? I bet none of y'all be like, man, I don't know who that is. So it's I look at the rankings. I think it's Ricardo Nunez. They don't got Gamboa in the new rankings. Gamboa not in the new rankings. So I don't know. There's some other guys. Jason Velez. You gotta think too when you looking at who Tank gonna fight in his first hometown fight. It's not gonna be a big name, so it's not gonna be none of the champions. It's not gonna be nobody like I don't think Abner Marvez, even though Abner he just got cleared for his eye. I don't think he coming to Baltimore to fight Tank in his hometown. He gonna fight a guy that he's supposed to beat. They've been doing that shit in boxing for a minute. Roy Jones, my guy Roy Jones, he beat James Toney. You know what I'm saying? His first fight was against Antoine Bird. Y'all remember Antoine Bird? You know what I'm saying? Blood, you remember Antoine T. Bird? You know what I'm saying? That's my point exactly. He went back home and fought in Pensacola against a guy. I think he had like 2 losses or something like that. So it's been happening in boxing forever. You go home and get your little hometown defense, but you're not fighting nobody real. He didn't fight Frankie Lyles. Roy Jones wasn't going back home in his first title defense after James Toney to unify with Frankie Lyles. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put two and two together. That's just me. I'm like deep in this shit, so I be on some other stuff sometimes, but I be looking at it. I be breaking it down. Now I think Nunez from Panama, bro. He like 20 and 0, 20-2 with like 18 KOs or 19 KOs. Tank fighting dudes who's not ranked until the week of the fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dudes be like, because they're not trying to fight nobody big. They're trying to fight Gamboa. It- Gamboa is a name, but you know what I'm saying. It's whatever, man. Whoever they fight is whatever. I don't know. I ain't really tripping because I know he ain't fighting nobody. His promoter came out and said it. At least he said it, admitted to it. Cause I'm a big believer in this, man. Boxing. I know boxing is corrupt. They have their rankings. These blood be breaking that stuff down perfect. They got guys ranked ain't nobody never heard of. Y'all seen Daniel Dubois fight Richard Lartey last week. Richard Lartey was number 14 in WBO. What he do to get number 14? For all his fights in Africa, and the one time he left Africa, he lost. He number 14. Come on, bro. So like some of these guys be ranked, and I'm like, man, what the hell? How the hell he get in there? I probably can give me a little ranking. Put me number 13 or something, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. So I always have this mindset when it comes to mandatories and shit. If you have a division where you got like, we got four sanctioned bodies, and let's say you got four champions, that champion is your mandatory. Like welterweight division. Everybody want to talk about welterweight division. So Spence mandatory is Porter, Keith, and then Bud. Either way, whichever one come first. Forget all that other stuff. I know, okay, Ocampo can be your mandatory, but is it really your mandatory? Your real mandatory is the other champions in the division. That's who you should be fighting. Now, if you win your title, I understand you going back home and you get one in. Okay, cool. Go back and do your victory lap with your fans and get your fan base popping. But after that, you need to be calling on one of your mandatories. Bud, Porter, Keith. Now, to his credit, Spence has been calling on his mandatories. I got it. But if these guys don't want to fight, you got another one. You got three mandatories. Plus the other mandatory the IBF give you. That shit don't count. Because nobody know who he is. They can't pronounce his name. So fight the mandatories that we know. That's my theory on that. If it's more than one champion, those your mandatories. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it make too much sense. Why didn't Frankie Lyles versus Roy Jones happen 9-7? I don't know. I don't know if Frankie Lyles had a title at 9-7. Maybe he did. I was thinking at 68 when he had that damn shootout with what's his name? The Doctor of Style. Steve Littles. Was it Steve Littles? One of them. Dude from Detroit. They fought in the UK and he was getting beat up and then he caught old boy with a right hook and it was over. WBA was Slip Gamble. Yeah, I can see that. Um, he had some minor. Yeah, man. How the hell he get that shit? A WBO trinket. Let me get one, bro. Sure. Donnell Kirkland, what's good, bro? He is related to Emmanuel Latte. That hurts. Okay. I don't know. Is he? I don't know if he is. That's probably how he got his ranking. They're like, oh shit, your cousin he hurt Spence. I mean, let me give you this number 14 ranking, bro. Maybe you can hurt Dubois. I don't know. They passing out rankings like, yeah, just like Oprah. You get one. You get one. And then they come here. See, that's the thing that we heard the boxing though. They come here and get blown out in 2 rounds, and then they trying to justify that shit. Like, bro, let's keep it one. Like, I'd rather for boxers just to keep it 100. Be like, yo, man, look, this is my hometown fight. I'm trying to put on for the crowd. I'm about to beat this boy. He ain't don't deserve to be in the ring. Man, tell the truth. Don't be like, man, he's a great fighter. And how many knockouts? He got 18 knockouts in 20. Man, no, bro. Don't try to sell it to me. They talk to the casual fans. The casual fans. They be like, oh, yeah, 18 fight. You got 18 knockouts? Nah, bro. This dude about to get ran through. Tell us the truth. Tell us what you really gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to buttercup me and shit. I already know the real. Because there's not a lot of top contenders that's a threat to him that's gonna go to his hometown, and then they're not gonna do it. It's not like it was back in the day. They're gonna go to your hometown, they're gonna fight you, and they're gonna try to take the belt from you. So that's just my thinking of this shit, man. I be thinking on some deep level on that stuff because I'm not getting tricked in nothing. So you can't fool me. Like like I always say, when I like we don't know all these fighters. Like I don't know everybody, but what I do is I go look at the rankings. Like what's my man Chan Ross was talking about? Was it Chan Ross? Yeah, go look at the rankings. And so I look and I go to BoxRec. Yeah, I use it, but I only use BoxRec to look at who they fight, and then I go watch that fight. So if they got a common opponent or something like that, I go watch that fight. Or some of these guys, they fight in some. It's hard to find they fights. Like when I was trying to look for Richard Larte, man, I just seen a clip from YouTube, bro. I mean, not a clip from YouTube, from Instagram. They put on YouTube. I'm like, man, I want to see the dude fight. Man, you gotta like search high and low to see a fight. So I at least know I can watch a couple of rounds and I can be like, oh, that ain't fucking with Tank. Or you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta watch the whole fight. I can watch a couple of rounds. I watch a round um that he got the stoppage in. I watched like the first two rounds of the fight because that's when they the strongest. Then I watch if he stopped the guy, I just fast forward to when he stopped him, how he set it up, how did it went down? Was it flash knockdown? Was he really hurt? I just watched that part because that's interesting to me how guys set up their opponents to get to get stoppages. So you know what I'm saying. What's up, Trey X man? What's good? Ortiz, yeah, I want to see that too, man. That's a good little fight for Ortiz. I was talking about that stuff earlier. Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? I think it's like a prerequisite for a young fighter to fight an old vet. You know what I'm saying? Before he get a title shot or before he get in that top contention, he need to fight an old grizzly vet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Need to go to school for a little while. If you can get him up out of there, then that's good. But if you go some rounds and you learn, then you can take that with you. Um, like how to do, yeah. Like how to do, I ain't pronouncing his name, but I know you're talking about do against Spence, fourth round KO. Yeah, he's with what's the name? He's with top rank number one. That's who I think Bud should fight, in my personal opinion, because he's not gonna get the top guys. Fight Spence mandatory. You know what I'm saying? If you putting pressure on dude, put more pressure. Yeah, I'm about to beat up your your mandatory, so you don't have to worry about fighting them. Fight me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I don't know. Um, I appreciate your way of doing things. Yeah, blood, man. Just I'm like I'm deep entrenched in this boxing shit. I don't mess with no other sports no more. This boxing, and I understand the whole thing of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. Just want to share some wisdom. Old crafty vet, yeah, sure is. Now, because I ain't really seen a lot of people look good against Herrera. Maybe Frankie Gomez. I mean, Frank Gomez he was trained by Freddie Roach. He was a good little prospect, but now this dude he fought at 147. Now he's like a gas station attendant out here in Cali. The dude like 200 pounds now. He ain't fought since. L Dub, salute. What's good, old shit? What's going on? I only use boxing as a reference. Now, yeah, Boxrec is a ref. Yeah, Boxrec to me, this is the best way I can put it. Boxrec is like a recipe. Let's say you're trying to do a different type of chicken. You tired of doing fried chicken or baked chicken. You want to do some off the wall type of chicken. So you get your recipe card. That's what Boxrec is. It's a recipe, but you gotta watch the fights to really, you know what I'm saying, to know what you're really doing. Same thing. You have to cook it to know what you're doing. You can use the recipe one time. When I'm cooking some brand new stuff, I use it one time. After I got it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with this box rec and watching the fights. You go to box rec, you see who they fought. Oh, he fought him. Okay, let me go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Then you go watch the fight. Then that's your cooking process. If that makes sense. I don't know. I be on some other stuff sometimes. But a lot of people just go off box rec. Man, he fought a guy, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. I got you on that. But how did he look in that fight? Was he sluggish? Was he sharp? Was he just going through the motions? Was he? how he drop him? Was it with the left hand, the right hand? Did he set it up? That's what I look at. Because Boswick don't tell you that that Canelo had a. Boswick don't tell you that Canelo was walking down Triple G the whole fight, the second fight. They don't say that. They don't tell you that. What do you think about? Oh, oh yeah, he's good, bro. I know you're talking about. I don't know. He gonna have to wait for his title shot, but he's good. He can fight. He can fight. I seen a couple clips of him. I was scrolling through the rankings one time. I seen him. I was like, okay, yeah, but he won't have to wait for his title shot though. Dane Jacobs win by beating the shit out of Canelo in 7 rounds. Okay, okay, real talk. Man, that'd be awesome to see Danny win. Danny a good guy. As long as he stays disciplined, don't you know what I'm saying? Don't try to like do too much when he don't have to. Then he'll be all right. Yeah, pay-per-views, bro. Yeah, so yeah, her versus J Rock next week, man. That's a man. I like that fight. Nice little fight right there. Burchett, he's rematching Francisco Vargas next week on ESPN. Uh Navarrete is gonna rematch Dalby next week. So two rematches on ESPN. Both fights, there should be some good fights right there. I mean, Dalby gonna have to come with it. He gotta find a way to get past that jab because that guy was boxing perfect. You know what I'm saying? He was keeping him at the end of his shit, and he was he was giving Dalby work. So Dalby gonna have to step it up because 122 is cracking, bro. We seen last week with um Danny Roman and Doheny. That was a good fight right there. Uh, Ray Vargas, he got the WBC. He's fighting the Japanese kid in July, Kamita. So I mean, this some big stuff. Burchett is good, man. He's a very underrated fighter. He's very underrated. He can fight, bro. He's strong, got a good jab, good boxing skills. He can bang. You know what I'm saying? But I think he gonna get rid of Vargas. This might be sad right here because Vargas, man, he can't block a punch to save his life. Matt Caldwell fight next week too. He fight the guy Manuel Alim, Mario Barrios at 140. I think he's number one in WBA at 140. He can fight. He fighting Velasco. Juan Jose Velasco. Velasco fought Regis last year in July. Regis had his hometown fight on ESPN. So he's gonna fight Mario Barrios next week. So we'll see what's up with that. Let me see. Believe that. I hear you real talk. Marcus Brown versus Sullivan Barrero should be the fight. Yeah, I'm with you. Neutral natural. But you know how PBC get down. You know how they get down. I still think Brown beats Barrero though. Either or though. Either or. But Pascal got more clout and Pascal, he did more in the sport, you know. Like Southern Barrera, it's not like he haven't had his opportunity though. Because he fought Bivol and he didn't come on, what I'm saying? He didn't win that fight. Oh damn, I forgot about Dalby rematch. Yeah, you gotta catch that, bro. That's next week. Canelo by split. Jacob's gonna put up a hell of a fight tonight. I don't think he gets it on the cards. He needs to win by that's the consensus though. He gotta win by knockout. BoxRec is the best. It's the best boxing website ever made, hands down. Nobody comes close on any level. It is, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like BoxRec because like it lets you like go back in time and look at these fighters' records. But the only thing people get too dependent on it. So you can like blood. Like I know you already know all this stuff, but a lot of people that's kind of new to the sport, they ain't seen those fights. So they look at Sugar Ray Leonard's record, his resume on BoxRec. They probably only seen the Hearns fight, the Rand fight, Hagler fight, and that's it. Like they didn't see Davey Boy Green. You know what I'm saying? So if I see that on his resume, I'm like, who's Dave Boy Green? So I click on Dave Boy Green. Damn, Dave Boy Green was nice. So let me go watch that fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. They just say, man, he fought Hagler. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So that's why I like to watch the fight. So box rec is great because it lets you know who fought who and the referees and all that shit. So I like to go back and watch it. It's on YouTube too. So you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when when I was like 8 or 9, I remember me and my uncle and them, we watched Sugar Ray Leonard versus Terry Norris. And everybody was going for Sugar Ray Leonard in the house. Like mother was crying, bro, after Terry Norris put that whooping on him. He dropped him twice. Um I think what I remember about that as a kid, Sugar Ray Leonard came out to Michael Jackson's one of his songs. And I was just like, man, I was just thinking Sugar Ray was gonna win because my people wanted him to win, but Terry Norris was on point. Now you can look at that fight on his box rate and be like, oh shit, he lost that fight, man, whatever. And they gave him some rounds in that fight. But if you really watch that fight, I don't know if he won 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's why uh, I go watch the fight. Even though as a kid I remember watching it, but as like your mindset as a kid ain't nothing like it is now as an adult. So I always go back and watch fights that I watched as a kid. I watch them now as an adult. Like same thing with movies. I remember watching Juice like 100 times as a kid. But now when I watch it, I got a different perspective of it because I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? So man, Boss Rec is dope, but watch the fights too. Let's see. WBA. Oh, that's the women's site. Yeah. Yeah, they support the women, man. That's cool. I know you talk about that site. They got a world title, I believe. They got a title. It's like the equivalent to the the IBO. Nobody peeped this shit, but why Sergey Derenchenko get another title shot over Jamal Charlo, losing for the vacant title and still being mandatory after winning? Yeah, well, Lou DiBella won. The Danny fight was very competitive, so I don't think it dropped them out of the top 10, even with the loss to Danny. Charlo, man, funny thing, Charlo, when Triple G got stripped last year, Charlo was number Charlo was right behind Derenchenko. He was number 2 in the IBF rankings. But he just because he had a fight coming up. So he decided to take the WBC interim joint. Because yeah, he decided to take the he decided to accept the WBC interim instead of fighting Derenchenko for the vacant title. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought Derenchenko. So I don't really feel bad for dude. He had opportunity. He could have fought. He could have stopped Triple G and Canelo fight last year, but he was like, "Shoot, y'all go ahead and make y'all money," which I understand because that's a bigger fight. But I don't feel bad for Charlo, bro. I don't just like nobody feel bad for my guy Bud. I don't feel bad for Charlo. Shoot, because he could have made that fight with Derevchenko for the IBF. But yeah, I see what you're saying though. He did get that title shot quick. Some people see guys with multiple losses on box rec and judge fighters unfairly. I saw a guy shitting on Jersey. Yeah, man, that's true, Trey. Be like, how he the greatest fighter and he got 25 losses, bro. Watch those fights. If Jersey, like this why I said that, Trey. If Jersey Joe Walcott was so trash, why all these great fighters still in his move? You know what I'm saying? He's the one that walk around the ring and then hit you with a short left hook or a right hand. He the one walk on fighters. People use that to this day. I ain't trying to be like Wilder, but to this day they use that. Andre Ward, when he fight, he'll he'll throw a combination, then he'll walk around the ring and make you follow him. Then he'll catch you with something as you walking in. So why they stealing his moves? Fuck out of here. That shit made me mad sometimes. Watch the fights, bro. Terry Norris was like, yeah, he was fast. He was like the perfect combination. Like he's like a silent fighter. He can fight. He was fast, but his chin was crazy. So it was always interesting watching him fight. Um, Louis Santana, worst 155. Yeah, lineal. Yeah, yeah, blood man. Gotta speak it, man. Triple G announced Jonathan Banks. I knew that. And you know what? I was thinking that. What was it AOBT? Yeah, bro. Look, when I heard that announcement, I was like, okay, he gonna fire what's the name? He ain't gonna hire no big time trainer. He ain't gonna hire no big time trainer. He just left a big time trainer. Now I was thinking like, you know what, Buddy McGirt would be good for Triple G. I think Buddy McGirt he has he can get the respect from him for being a Hall of Fame fighter, and he know the game, and he know how to just okay, just let you do you, but just have you come back to just the basic stuff. So I thought Buddy would be a perfect fit, but Jonathan Banks is a yes man, bro, and Jonathan Banks is a K2 promotion. That's Triple G promotion. He worked for them. Makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And then all of them in the same promotional outfit. He trains Cecilia Brecus, and then you got Tom Loeffler. All that stuff makes sense. And he's a low maintenance trainer. So yeah, I'm not really shocked. Jersey Joe Walcott won the title from Ezra Charles. Right. Fuck out of here. They probably don't know who Ezra Charles is. They be pissing me off. They be talking trash, man. He ain't beat him. He ain't beat him. Fuck out of here. He got 19 losses. Bud McGirt did. Yeah, he did. Bud McGirt, man, he's underrated. Like for him, the way he did for Tarver against Roy Jones. I mean that he because you know what I'm saying he didn't have Tarver doing too much. He just had him doing just the perfect stuff. Like he was having him timing on point, and we all know timing beats speed. So that's what he had Tarver focus on. And see what happened. Shit pissed me off too. Danny Jacobs looks taller, but weak, too thin. P-Rod beat him. Triple G beat him. This fight going one way. WBC pick weak guys for their guys. PJB. I don't. I hear you. I see what you're saying. P-Rod was a long time ago now, 9 years ago, and they were saying that Jacobs may have the beginning stages of cancer. That was 2010. He got diagnosed in 2011. So I don't know. So I mean, all credit to Pirro. He stopped him. I mean, shout out to Robert Bird for pushing Jacobs back down when he was trying to get up. Though we forgot that one. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Triple G. I thought Triple G won, but that was a close fight. I wouldn't be mad with it went either way. The same Jonathan Banks that stretched Seth Mitchell. Yeah. Yep. Same one. Canelo and Triple G seem to avoid straight up killers. No, you can say that. I mean, I don't know. Canelo, man, he fought a lot of good fighters though. Triple G, not so much, but Triple G fought Jacobs and Canelo. So, and he wanted to fight a lot of guys, but to each his own. I don't know about the ducking shit. That's a lot of ducking in boxing. Everybody duck. So I don't know, man. You might have a point, PJB. I thought Triple G might have just went with his brother. Yeah, Max. Hey, yo, guys, Max. Yeah. um, to train him into the sunset. Not too surprised with Banks' selection. I agree, Blood. I don't like the fit though. Yeah, well, I understand the fit. Yeah, my guy, Jonathan Banks. He low maintenance though, and he's a yes man. So I think Triple G got to a point. He got that 100 million. Shit, he trying to everything on discount, bro. He trying to save that paper. So Seth Mitchell versus David Price, Glass Jog. Seth Mitchell, man, was touted as the best American heavyweight with Deontay Wilder, with Chris Arreola, with Brian Jennings. Uh, who else? When Malik Scott was undefeated, Seth Mitchell was was supposed to be the best. HBO pushed him heavy. Now this dude, I think he works Secret Service in DC. Yep, he do some Secret Service work. Showtime was pushing Mitchell. HBO, it was HBO though. HBO at first, I think. Yeah, HBO, because he fought Ibrahimov. Nah, you good, Neutral Natural. You don't got nah, man. You good, bro. It's all love. It's all good. You don't gotta retract, bro. It's all good. Uh, he fought Ibrahimov, like what's his name, Timur Ibrahimov, and then he fought Chaz Weatherspoon. They was building him. They was building him up. But yeah, man. No, you good, bro. Chaz Witherspoon has a fight coming up. I seen that shit somewhere. But yeah, um, yeah, man. So I'm about to go ahead and close it down, man. I appreciate you guys, man, rocking with me, man. Y'all make sure y'all catch those fights tonight, man. Hope y'all enjoy yourself, man. It should be some good action tonight. Don't forget about the ESPN card tonight. I know everybody gonna be, focused on Canelo. Them. What happened to Mike Jones? The talk. Mike Jones got beat. He got. You remember Randall Bailey hit him with that uppercut, and then he lost his next fight after that. He got stopped in his next fight. I forgot about who. You got a box rate that thing, but I know Randall Bailey hit him with the uppercut, and that was it. And then he was out of the ring for a minute, and then he came back and lost his comeback fight. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, social scientist, man. Hey, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. Make sure y'all enjoy those fights. I'm your boy L Dub, man. I'll be back with another one though. Y'all be easy.